So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and this is gonna be another nostalgia-filled affair. It's a little different though from our previous game. Same players, same races, sure, but hey, who knows when this actually came. And this is gonna be another map here, not too familiar actually for me. Neon Violet Square, looking like it's on the smaller side though. Wow, Extractor Chick, learning. This guy is learning. But introducing our players here on the top left, we got the red Zerg that is Xtinc. And his opponents here on the bottom right, it's the blue Protoss Dash. Again guys, these two boys coming on over from the PH scene, went on over to Team EXO together. Right now Xtinc is part of Team Dragon instead, Dash still staying on. Being part of the Philippine community, both sides. And as we said on the previous game, this was really just trying to catalog their growth as players. So Dash gonna be spawning out this upcoming hatchery. Hatchery is here and now for Xtinc. No pool whatsoever. And seems like this is a really short distance to make it to the other side. It's like how many screens? Let's say like 1 screen. 2 screens. 3 screens zoomed out. Not the farthest place to go away from. And here on Neon Violet Square, there's a lot of quote-unquote safe expansions actually. They're all basically on the high ground. They're low ground routes, sure. This reminds me a little bit of Simulacrum actually, and how it is set on up, big space in the middle to fight. This is not, I don't know, this is not working for me. This looks really weird. Maybe it'll be different if there's actually, nope. It's still weird. So what is this? This doesn't look like a slow zone. We'll see though if there's gonna be any factor. I've seen some of these disco maps actually show on up from time to time in the ladder. And they're not my favorite thing per se because of their color scheme, but hey, it is what it is. And then we see Dash go on over for the Cybercore and the Gateway. A little different this time from Ascension to Higher. This is still a big opening actually. If Xtinc goes for the run on in, doesn't care about the ramp here for Dash. Can go of course to that natural with the debris here on the right hand side, build up a wall like this and try to defend there, but it seems like the main base is the way to go. And apparently there's these Nook expansions as well. Wow. So here on the super corner there are really small expansions that you can put mini bases in. It only has 4 mineral fields with 900 compared to the 1800, but it is a very safe location actually. It is defended by a really easy choke. And this is a very interesting concept. I don't see these safe bases too much anymore. It does give you reduced income, sure, but at the same time, you're sure to be able to hold at least a last stand there. But it seems like Dash gonna be changing things over from his standard Blink Stalker affair, no, even it was his normal Stalker, from his Stalker Sentry affair from 2017 into the Oracle instead. Now, interesting enough, in this patch, this was when the Oracle got nerfed. But if I remember correctly, some of the Star Step action, basically the Oracle exploits, still working on that for that micro. So we'll see what Dash is gonna be doing with the flying units. In the meantime, Xtinc, again, expanding without a care. He's going for 3 bases already without really scouting his opponent too much. He knows the natural is coming, but he doesn't really know how much army Dash has. As Xtinc gonna be going on over to this second base, putting the pressure on. Probe's gonna go down already. Sentry gonna be trying to get in the way. And the guard stayed here from Dash as soon as Xtinc disengages. Now, Xtinc actually going over to the north-hand side. Will he actually spot out the Stargate? That's the real question. Double pumped Oracle is still gonna be such a big bane in the mineral line. It's time to go for the attack yet again. Run on in here from Xtinc. He notices that Dash has literally left the door open for him. And all of these probes gonna be moving on over to the assimilator instead. Damage now being done already, trying to get as much of these hits. And Mr. Saipam, welcome. This is a 2017 VOD from our two boys here in blue and red. Xtinc though trying to run on over Dash in the meantime, moving around the map as much as possible. And here comes the green beams are as machines. The UFOs are looking to abduct, looking to get the damage that needs to be done onto this mineral line. Here we go though, interesting enough onto the Queen, but since there are 2 of them anyway, Damage up being done, and look at that. Look how quick these oracles find their targets all the way back in 2017. Even going for the damage onto the queen. These drones are just dying by the number. But unfortunately, one of these oracles did go down. Dash would have gotten a better affair if he actually just decided to fully commit onto that mineral line. Now, if I remember correctly, the transfusions here are instant, so Xtinc saving that queen at the nick of time. Spellcrawler now sets, and Xtinc knowing that he saw those oracles coming from the eastern side of his main base. So he's looking around the map right now, trying to make sure there is a proxy or not. And finally, gonna spot things out. Stargate? Nope, never mind. He goes away. And he's back. And he's back, so we are gonna see the demise here of this proxy. A pretty interesting fight there from Dash. Could have been a little more effective to shut down what Xtinc has been doing. But it does buy him time to come back into this one after a few of those hits. Still, keeping this ramp open, not the way to go here for Dash. Didn't even go for the force field whatsoever. So he is going to try to go back to his standard fanfare of multiple gateways. Sentries and Zealots right now, pretty much the name of the game. Cybernetic Score finally can get Warp Gate, but it's a 6-minute mark. It's taking a while here for Dash to get in the first place. Xtinc in the meantime still staying on to these Zerglings and will transition to those roaches as soon as the lair is gonna be coming. So of course, for Constitution, providing that movement speed, allowing Xtinc to go for his antics. He's been doing some push-pull tactics. He goes for the attack on one side, goes for the attack on another side, on another base, trying to force Dash to make a decision. And it seems like both of our players not really that well versed in the split. Xtinc knowing a little more. Hence, he did have the diamond border here. In the meantime, Zergling's running on in still. There's a lot of debris. Is there a point to clear this? There is absolutely no point to actually destroy this, right? It's just there. It's just there to provide a very small choke, a small funnel, make it a little smaller. It's a huge area in the middle of the map, and I guess it's okay. Like, we're not seeing any clashes though, and Dash has sealed off. Dash has sealed off this part with pylons. Okay. Okay, cool. Hey, look, there's billboards. There's a marine murloc. Let's talk about this instead. I like the noir. Like, look at that. Look at the lamppost. It's looking pretty pink. It really feels like Blade Runner. It's like a base of the future. It's a map of the future. This game is just like, okay. And look at that. There's the Dr. Grove. There's Nova. There's the Murloc again. There's music from the thing. Yeah. Great map. Great aesthetic. I just ask, what is the point of breaking this? And Xtinc actually decides to go for it. Okay. Yeah, debris. The debris taking a lot of damage, guys. It's so unfortunate here for the debris right now. He's trying to stay together with the other side, but the Zergling's still going for the choke, still going for the hook, going for as much damage as possible. The Surroundle not coming online with here from Xtinc whatsoever, and this debris gonna fall down very soon. It's so low, and the rock's gonna tumble on down. The other debris all alone. Great game. Great game. And while all this is happening, it seems like Xtinc is going to go for Hive Tech. A lot of warp is here and not here for Dash yet again. He does go for the Forge, and he's back on the Sentry Stalker composition. Now Dash, you know, Blink is a really cool upgrade. It allows you to teleport your things, and if I can see the future, I'm gonna feel like that is gonna be a composition you're gonna love for so long. For so long indeed. But in the meantime, Xtinc is looking so good. He does have 4 of these bases, 1 onto the rich mineral fields, getting as much money as possible. Oh, what? That's what squares do. They're actually walls. That's interesting. Anyway, though, this is gonna work out a little better here for Dash. He's trying to put them in between those boxes, so Zerglings cannot go for this round. Force Field's also trying to help on out. The Zealot's looking really awkward against those ranged units. Unfortunately here for Xtinc, he's stuck on those roadblocks. Anyway, though, still Dash on the retreat. A lot of roaches here, and now potential pincer here, courtesy of Dash, recalling onto the eastern side, sacrificing those stalkers left behind. And now we'll see how Pac-Man is gonna deal with these roaches. The Zawa's trying to go for the cleave on in. And in the end, it's Xtinc taking the fight there. That's really interesting. It's actually how that works. And I guess that's why you break the debris, because these units moving around the boxes like that. Now Xtinc gonna do it again. The poor debris, left alone early on to its own devices, now gonna fall on down with solidarity to its brethren. As rocks tumble, here comes Xtinc, coming closer and closer. 114 army to 40. You already know what the result is gonna be. Good force though to stall out the inevitable. Xtinc still not going for any of these Ravagers, so can't bust down onto those abilities whatsoever. And it seems like Xtinc gonna give him a reprieve. We'll go on over to the other side instead. All maxed out already. Stop droning up onto the 70 mark. But that's a-okay if you want to keep on with the pressure with some extra units. Doesn't even need all this money to begin with. And go for the expansion. He is with the Infestation Pit. He does have the Hive. And he is gonna go for Tunneling Claws of all things. Now the real question is, does he have a Burrow? He does not. He needs to get that to allow these roaches to move on over to the other side. Or you can just completely ignore these Pylons and just decide to bust it down to begin with. The crystals now cracking on over. Will the debris be next to fall? Xtinc, IWD, Debris Hunter, hating all those rocks to begin with. And force fields right now really well placed here for Dash. That's something he can take out of this. But still, that's way too many numbers here. Courtesy of Xtinc moving on forward with the bulk of his army. And these very cost-effective units just en masse coming closer and closer, destroying everything. No real micro whatsoever. Both sides just trying to get as many targets as possible. And this has to be game here. Xtinc coming ever so closer. My zoom making a really big mistake there. GG is called. Xtinc with the victory. And Roach is apparently better than Stalkers, guys. There you go. Similar game previous to the other one. Xtinc taking the victory in the same way. And hey, at least they've gotten better over the past years. Maybe next time we'll see what 2018 did bring them in the first place.